Hello there, everybody. We're here to pull cards for May the 16th. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy, and then after that, I will pull a card for each sign, and we'll see how those energies blend together to look at our reading for the day. So, overall energy is coming up as we're starting off with the pole star showing up in reverse. This is telling me that we may be a little bit out of touch with our intuition or with our gut hunches. There may be something going on where we're having a hard time being objective about making our decisions about what we want to do moving forward. Let's see how that plays out for everybody. How is that playing out? First of all, Aries. Let's look at you guys. Page of Bows is showing up in reverse. Part of the reason that you're having a hard time figuring out what direction you want to go is you're having some trouble with self-esteem or self-worth or worthiness. Good time to start working on that self-worth, self-esteem, or keep working on it if you're already working on it. Remember, what is your place in the universe? Next up, let's look at Taurus. Ace of Stones showing up here. Taurus, this looks to me like you're definitely desiring to set some type of foundation. However, I think the confusion comes in as far as how to do that, how to set up that foundation. How do you make that work? Next up, let's look at Gemini. By the way, guys, I'm just going to say when you're so in such a situation that you can't be objective, that is the perfect time to get a reading. That's what I'm going to say about that. All right, next up, we're looking at Gemini. Page of Stones, working on that balance. For some of you, this is about balancing the checkbook. For others of you, this is just balance in general in your life. Balance, security, stability, working on that. Not exactly sure what to do next to take. What's the next step to bring more balance into your life, Geminis? That's what I feel like is going on there. Cancer. Four of Stones in reverse. Not quite sure where to put your money. For some of you, this is about investing. For others of you, this is about just what to spend your money on. There's some kind of confusion here. What is going to be the best thing for you to put your money on? That's what you're thinking about. Leo. Knight of Stones. Leos, this tells me that you're really confused about today. You're really confused about how do you make the budget work, basically. That Knight of Stones for me talks about making the budget work, whether that's bringing in the income to make it work or whether that's keeping from spending things that are not in the budget. So there's a little bit of confusion there for you, Leos, about what to do to make sure the budget works, at least for today. Virgo. Green Man. This is interesting and a little bit comical, actually, Virgo. This talks about somebody in your sphere of influence who's solid. They're true blue. They're a good friend. They're good to have as a friend. I don't know that I would want to make them an enemy. They have high standards, and if you don't live up to their standards, y'all won't get along well at all. But if you do live up to their standards, and they don't keep their standards a secret, like you know what they expect from you. If you live up to their standards, then you guys make really good friends. Okay, because these people are solid. They are maybe not necessarily the life of the party, but they are good leaders. They're not conniving. They're not going to throw you under the bus, that type of thing. Great to have them for a boss, supervisor, or friend. All right, next up, we're looking at Libra. So Libra, you have the Knight of Eels. Is that the Knight of Eels? The Knight of Vessels, which is an eel in this deck. Boop-a-da-doo-doo. Libras, I think that you're working through what you actually want out of love today. What you expect from someone who loves you. And for some of you, yes, that'll be romantic, but for others of you, just people who are important to you, what you expect from them. Next up, we're looking at Scorpio. Archer coming up here. Scorpios, this just says that there's some type of goal or target that we're trying to achieve, and we're really confused about how do we achieve that target? What's the best way to go about that? Next up, Sagittarius. King of Stones in reverse. Sagittarius, there's somebody that you're having a hard time or something that you're having a hard time letting go of, and it's really confusing you. I think Sagittarius, just the idea that you're having a hard time letting go is what's causing the confusion for you. This kind of confusion, guys, where you can't be objective. I said it earlier, but if you weren't here for that, this is a great time to get a reading, especially if it's around anything important. If it's around something that can wait for a few days, see where you land in a few days, then that's okay. But if you've got to make some decisions post haste, great time to get a reading. This would be prime time for a reading. Okay, let's look at, who is this? Capricorn. In this deck, this is insecurity. This is Seven of Swords. Talks about the idea of feeling really insecure about something, and that insecurity has you feeling really confused. I don't think this is a normal, like, this is not one of your normal insecurities that you're comfortable with. This is kind of a new one. Next up, we're looking at Aquarius. Okay. Five of Vessels showing up in reverse. Aquarius, you have developed some backbone and stood up to somebody and said, listen, something has to change. I can't keep pretending that this is all okay, because it's not. And now I think that you're a little bit confused about, okay, well, what's next? What do I do next? What's the next step? Next up, we're looking at Pisces. Pisces. Page of Vessels. Pisces, I think it's very likely that you're letting somebody know today how much you care about them. And I think that their reaction to that has you pretty confused and shook up. That's what I'm hearing, confused and shook up. All right, guys, that's what I've got for today. Thank you so much for being here and spending some of your precious time with me. I do appreciate it. And let's see, I'm looking forward to doing some readings with you guys tomorrow. Well, it's tonight now. Tomorrow is when this video comes out. So by the time you hear it today, so if you need a reading, go ahead and reach out to me. All my contact information is on my website. We'll get you scheduled and taken care of as quickly as possible. And you guys, please remember, you guys are my sponsors. I'm not peddling laser hair removal or any kind of fashion stuff or anything else. This is just like the real me here. But I am counting on you guys to put a thumbs up on this video, share it out to the world with others, and put comments down below to help me with the YouTube logarithm. So thank you for that. And everybody have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys back on the next video. Peace out.